Open Your Eyes is brought to you by the Belize Bank. Our country, your bank.
Good morning and welcome to Open Your Eyes.
Start your morning, right?
I am John Palacio.
And I am April Martinez. Good morning.
And thank you for joining us
It
this
is Friday.
morning.
It is a nice, lovely, cozy. I chose a sweater because it was raining and I don't want to be all cozy this morning.
You know where I come from? We used to call it rain the pra. You know, just the, pra upon your zinc and, you know, when I wake up this morning, I was like, is it raining?
Yeah.
Or that the last funny in the next room to go
Oh,
off?
lad.
You know, I said maybe,
You know one of them people wake cold and you still sleep with the fan on loud, no?
Of course, look, it's just the sound. It's the sound that you want. I like the sound. Once you've got that sound, right? Once you got that sound, man, you feel like you're in Alaska.
Oh,
and that's
gosh.
because the fan could be blowing on the wall. You just want to hear, just that you want to hear.
But then like, if it rain, you that song pan the roof not put you for sleep?
Yeah, well, look. Again, I always allude to PG because where we're from in Punta Gorda are nearly every day. And you hear that rain on that roof every day.
Yeah.
And once you hear that rain on that roof, like nowadays you could actually sleep with that sound in your ear.
Yeah.
You go to YouTube, you
That's
type that
true.
in and then you just...
they have that little the music for put you for sleep.
Yeah.
And it could be a podcast or it could be rain
Yeah,
or something.
it could be
That's
anything,
true. That's true.
anything. But look, the sound of it makes you feel like, for us, you know, it feels chill. And I could always go back to the days of serious thunder, like it just like Belmopan having its own sun. Well, everybody at PG have thunder in of their house. You know, they have their own personal thunder home in the PG. Guys are like, when that clock, oh my gosh.
Everybody jump.
Yeah, well. All right, so you know you took a bus, you head on down to Punta Gorda and thunder clap. You want jump?
You want jump?
We just turn for the next side.
So that's how you gonna tell if you're not for a PG.
Yes. But I'll tell you, tranquil, beautiful, green, peaceful, cultural. I always say to me, Punta Gorda to me is like the cultural capital of Belize.
Ooh,
And there's look, hold on. Listen to me, listen to me. When I say that, I'm talking about multicultural. That's what I talk about. Then when we labeled Dangriga and the Stan Creek district as the cultural capital. And I feel so because of the vibrancy of the Garifuna culture there, representing this country to the topmost, utmost 5-star, the Garifuna culture. And so it's only fit that you will label, or we will label Dangriga and Stan Creek district as the cultural capital of this country. Sign and seal.
Delivered.
Not taking anything away. But I'm just saying, multicultural, traditional, tranquil, peaceful, like everywhere in this country. For me, Punta Gorda, Toledo is the cultural capital. I just say that's just me. That's just me. But like I mentioned, sign and seal, the Stan Creek district
I think it's one of those things where majority of Belizeans don't travel south as often, and it was one of these incidents where we're driving down. So I think we were going to Placencia, and we passed St. Bite, right?
Yeah.
And I think a friend of mine was like, "Oh, something that happened at St. Bite this weekend." And I said, "Not that I'm aware." And he said, "But everybody, the cultural thing." I'm like, yes, that's who they are.
Man.
They will wear that on a daily basis. It's not something that they need a festivity for.
No.
That is what they do. And I think that that situation right there, that is what the regular average Belizean thinks when they venture down south, that
because
this is not normal, but actually if you go further down south, it is 100% normal. Exactly.
And so that's the reason why I say, but we're not taking anything from anybody. I'm just saying that, you know, when it comes to that vibrant Garifuna culture that represents this country to the utmost, like top of the Sears building, that high, right?
November they come.
Eiffel Tower.
November they come.
High. The Garifuna culture represents this country like all other culture, just the same. And so it's labeled that the Stand Creek district is a cultural capital. Signed, seal.
You know, I love it when you talk like that, because that when your Garifunaness come out.
Well, you know.
No, because if you talk to any Garinago person, this is how they speak about their culture, their vibes. You know, you don't even have to let them so feel that.
You don't have to be, but I like the onset of social media, and so therefore now you're seeing there's a group on social media, Everything Maya.
Yeah.
And then there is everything Mestizo, there is everything Creole, there is everything Garifuna. I've got to say,
people increase.
You know, a big shout out to Dirk Francisco. There is a group from Hopkins Uncut.
Yes, I watch them.
Hopkins Uncut, and they showcase everything. Hopkins, Garifuna, you know, stuff like that. So you know, you give kudos now for social media, and that's when it comes to me and dealing with social media, those are the things that I follow. Those are the things that I see. Those are the things that I follow. Besides, you know, news and stuff like that, because it's always best to be abreast of current situations going on across your country. You have to know. I mean, you don't have to, but choose to.
It's good to know. Yeah.
And of course, internationally, it's always good to know what's going on out there. Which leads me to talk about the coronavirus pandemic.
Yeah.
You know, how do you know that there's another variant, or how do you know, at least before it's being said from the authorities here at home? Because it's on social media.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the hurricane season.
Yeah.
How do you know that there's a storm coming? We speak to the folks at the National Met Service. Yes, we do that. We do that on a daily basis, Monday to Friday. But you also get the opportunity to go on social media and you look up for yourself what's going on out there.
I need to know, especially in the morning when I come home. Yeah.
Of course. So these are some of the things that I feel people need to be abreast of, especially the Bellamers. You know who get the news first?
Yeah, then.
The Bellamers.
Everything that happened in Belize, my sister know before me.
Before you.
And then she asked me, and I have to go and look it up or research or something, because
You know what it remind me of? It reminded me of back in the day. There was the Dickies company in Belize, right? And Dickies were sewn right here at home in Belize. But you can't get one of the Dickies from out of the shop, that place there. That have to go out first, sign, seal, and then come back, and that's when you get your Dickies. You know, well, for those who used to work there, maybe it was different. But back in the days when we used to pass that area, that's what you saw.
Wow.
Yeah. I tell you what, there's so many things in Belize that made Belize or make Belize what Belize is today, and that's one of those places there.
I mean, we were talking about civic pride and so forth yesterday, but I think that we take for granted the things we have. As Belizeans, you know, we always feel like it's going to be there, or we say, that just Belize, or oh yeah, we could find that anywhere here home. But what we fail to realize is that if we don't take care of it, it will go away.
Primarily, and it takes all of us. And we, every Wednesday and Friday when we sit on here, April, when I sit on here with you actually, we talk about us taking care of us, because it's important for us to continue to take care of us. Everything is for the people, by the people, you know. Everything is for the people, by the people. And if you want for things to be taken care of, then you need to take care of it. You've got a voice. So you know, say, it's the authorities who are supposed to say that. But how do you alert them?
Yeah.
How are they alerted?
Yeah.
They're not machines. You need to alert them. You've got your voice. You see something that you don't like in your neighborhood or your municipality, then you go to your authorities. So you're actually the first, you're actually the front line. You're the first person to go on out to shed light on it, and then things are rolled out.
We had a conversation in our panel discussion on Tuesday. We were talking about what does Belize at 41 mean to, you know, various people, various groups of people. And one of the things that we all agreed on is that Belizeans don't know the power that they have.
You feel so?
Yeah, Belizeans don't know that they have the ultimate power. They have the ultimate say. We always talk about things not change because the government that is, the government that. But the reality is that you have the power to vote them in, you have the power to vote them out, you have the power to, you know, we were honoring Philip Goulson yesterday with Lawrence Vernon's book launch.
I
you
saw
know,
that.
and we tend to forget that this man, yes, he's a national hero, but the things that he did to make sure and ensure that democracy was kept sacred in Belize, You know, we don't see that fire anymore. He never made it act as a politician. He made it act as a civilian.
Yeah.
Right? And so that kind of power, I don't know about you, but this is just how I see it. I don't feel it in our people. We tend to forget we live our lives because, you know, we don't worry about what we eat tomorrow, that we don't think about the bigger pictures in terms of how you can move and shake this country.
I do see where you're coming from strongly. I see it. And I think we're talking about a passionate Belizean actually going for what he or she believes in.
Yeah.
I think there are a lot of platforms where you could visit and find passionate Belizean. Maybe we don't look in the right places for it. Back in the days when it came to media, and for you to have seen somebody do something, there were only one or two places you can go to actually see it. I remember the days of Philip Goldson, yes. I remember those days. I remember the days of the father of the nation, the Right Honorable George Cadle Price, may he rest in peace. I remember the days of Manuel Esquivel, and to be honest with you, while we paint them as just politicians, they're actually honorary Belizeans, or Belizeans who had made things possible and made things, fought for what they believed in, with their, whether be it with their party or for their country. And I still do feel, the same with respect to some of those who are actually in there. For the most part, I feel though that a lot of them actually see it as more of a cash cow. That you've got your hand on the public purse and you know how to embezzle some funds out of it and whatnot. But I do get where you're coming from in terms of having that passionate Belizean politician who's actually fighting for his or her country. I mean, so I get where you're coming from.
Not just the politician, but the average person.
The average
in
person.
General, because
you're totally
in
right.
order for George Price and Philip Goldson and Lee Richardson and all of these persons, Antonio Sobranes, to make that name and to make their marks in history, they were just people fighting for something that they wanted to be done.
Yeah.
So it's, and that is what I'm saying I'm not seeing in our civilians.
Do you feel that there is a possibility we could actually go back to that? Do we need to study them more? Do we need to watch more tapes of them to see how they carried themselves? What do you feel?
I think that we still have that detachment with our history, and I'm not saying it because I'm a history teacher. I'm saying it because it's not embedded in our education system. I don't know if parents go home and talk to their kids about what independence was like when they were growing up, or how that how the state of Belize was like when they were young. I don't think we talk about things dread, but we're not talk about the progress of Belize or the progress of the world economy in general. Because I mean, we talk about life hard, things dread, and I know that because we're living in this state. But at this very current present day that is humanity, we are less hungry, we are more connected, we have more technology than we have ever had, right? So we don't talk about the progress. And because we don't talk about it, we don't appreciate it. And because we don't have that appreciation, we kind of just stay comfortable in this space.
And we tend to not see the progress that is being made, or that was made, or that will be made. You know, I deal with you. Last week I sat down with a Belizean who was actually working for the World Bank, statistician extraordinaire.
Okay.
And we were talking from one thing to the next. And while we were talking, that person did make mention that we have significant progress within our country. And we're not talking about any politician or one politician that made that happen. We're talking about where Belize was one time to where Belize is at this particular point.
Yeah.
Some folks might beg to differ. That's all right. That's a part of the democratic, that's a democratic right that they've got. But you must look for instance, I go in at the bank, carry it at the banks, or actually with the phone company too, because now you got the e-wallets. You I mean,
you still have a house phone?
Well, I don't got no house phone, but there are a few people who actually do have a house phone. I can remember back in the days, you never know who on the next side of the line, because you didn't have a caller ID.
Yeah.
You know, and all of these things transition, and it happened across the world. But Belize, we definitely moved forward, and I've got to go with the theme for this year as well. Valiant and bold, proud and strong, Belize rebound at 41.
Yeah.
You know, it's right there. Everything within that theme encompasses who we are at this particular point.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm so proud for what we've got as a country. I know we didn't talk about what's hot in the news.
No, I was very invested in this conversation. I'm sorry.
I know but it is a part of what's buzzing at this particular point.
And you should be buzzing about being
the
Belizean.
only way we're going to have these conversations or make it trend is if we have the conversation.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it is a buzzing point, and we do hope that you take it into consideration. It's very healthy when you're able to talk about your country. And if there are a few things that you don't like, then talk about it. If there are a few things that you see are going correctly and you like, then talk about it. It's important too.
Absolutely.
We hope we motivated you to have the conversations with your peers, because that is what me and my peer we do. You know, love my today, love my lover. So we have these conversations. Speaking of having conversations, we're about to have the conversation of the eye opener.
Yeah.
The eye opener is actually taken from dailyom.com, and it goes like this. April, I want to listen up. It says, your honest word is one of your most precious and powerful possessions. Promises are easily made. Keeping them often proves more difficult because when we are pressured to strive always for perfection, we find it simpler to agree to undertake impossible tasks than to say no. Likewise, there is an infinite array of circumstances that conspire to goad us into telling falsehood, even when your world a great reverence for the truth. When you endeavor to consistently keep your word, April, however, you protect your reputation and promote yourself as someone who can be trusted to be unfailingly truthful. Though your honesty may not always endear you to others, for there will always be those who fear the truth, you can nonetheless be certain that your integrity is never tarnished by the patina of deceit. Since frankness and sincerity form the basis of all life-enriching relationships, your word is one of your most precious and powerful possessions. Since the path of truth frequently represents the more difficult journey, embarking upon it builds character. You can harness the power of your word when you do your best to live a life of honesty and understand what motivates dishonesty. In keeping your agreements and embodying sincerity, you prove that you are worthy of trust and perceive values as something to be incorporated into your daily existence. Drop the paper.
Yeah, honesty is the best policy.
Your word is your, yes.
Your word is your bond. You have to be able to, but you know, I like to take it a step further. Yes, you can be honest. Yes, you can be truthful to your peers, to yourself, but it's also how you deliver that honesty makes a difference in how that person receives the information. Because you could be honest and tell me, April, I really don't like what you do today. Right? I know you're sure it not happen. But if you say it in a way where, why she picked the outfit? It makes me feel bad. Right? But if you say, April, you know, probably that it's not a good matching coordination or something to that effect that is a little bit more constructed, that will make me take your word as value and make me rethink about probably how I should present myself the next time. Right? But if you just tell me, I don't like what you wear, and tell me, John, I hate her, so I'm not listening to him. But it is, like I said, it's more than just honesty. It's about how you deliver that honesty.
Yeah, what went through my mind when you said that was the word sincere. There are a lot of people, yes, you tell the truth, but you may not be sincere with it. You know, and so therefore, it might not come across as as genuine, or it might not come across that you're even being honest.
Right.
That's what I feel. So since frankness and sincerity form the basis of all life-enriching relationships, your word is one of your most precious and powerful possessions. You know, April, that's a big statement. That is a big statement. And I feel that if we could continue to live with this in mind, we will eventually live a better lifestyle.
Yeah.
Because your word, your honest word, is one of your most precious and powerful possessions. So be honest with what you feel, but most of all, be honest to yourself. That's exactly where it starts. With you being honest to yourself. Imagine being honest to yourself. you'll eventually carry that out to the people who are around you, the people who you love, the people who love you. I always say that in April. Me, I'd be honest with myself at all times, and you're like John, like that,
Yeah.
because that's who I am.
It's genuine. It's sincere.
It's being genuine.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this is definitely one of those eye openers that we could actually reckon with.
Yeah.
It's one that you want to stick on the wall and you want to read it as much as possible. It could be your vision
Like
statement
all
or
of
your
these,
mission statement.
All of these eye openers are very they connect us
Yeah.
as the reader.
Yes.
Well, that's
Yes.
that's the whole point of it. It's to motivate you and to connect you and to have you maybe thinking outside of the box.
Speaking of thinking outside of the box and motivate you and connect you, let's connect you to the National Med Service. The chief is on the line. That's my guy. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, Chief. How are you?
I'm good, sir. How are you all doing?
Oh, we are doing.
The wait for this update.
Yeah, we're doing weatherifically.
Wow.
Weatherlicious.
What?
No, you
No,
see April.
I never
April.
know.
If April
Honestly, John, not your best.
if you walk my words, trust me, you want to break a foot. You
Okay.
want to relax.
I will take his word for that.
All right, so let's get on into it. We know that there are lots to talk about out there, especially when it comes to the tropics. But let's keep it right here at home for the time being. Let's start with the general situation. What should we expect?
Okay. Conditions continue relatively moist and stable. And last night there were showers starting in the south, showers and thunderstorms, and moved up. And at present, the radar is showing light rain with a few showers over northern districts.
All right, so I'm wondering what is that going to dictate for the 24-hour forecast? What should we expect there?
Okay, then for today we can expect cloudy skies this morning and skies becoming mostly sunny this afternoon. Showers or thunderstorms will be isolated with some light rain and a few more showers and thunderstorms over the north this morning. Tonight then skies will become cloudy at times with a few showers and thunderstorms, mainly over the coast.
All
We
right.
have a flood. There is a flood watch in effect for today, for this morning, for the possibility of localized flooding.
And this is for for the country this morning. So low-lying areas. So what areas are we talking about here? Like certain districts? Can we specify?
Well, I put it for the whole country because the south got a lot of rain last night. At present, it's only up north, but for this morning, there could still be some flooding down south. And then the north is getting some rains right now. So
that could eventually lead to swollen rivers. And waterways.
Right. And then localized flooding, meaning, the streets and things like that, possible.
All right, so let's talk about the winds. Blowing from where?
Okay, light and variable at first, then becoming easterly to northeasterly this afternoon, and the sea stays light.
All right, so that means cool temperatures for today?
Not necessarily.
Oh, my gosh.
It will be kind of warm. Winds are light, so, when winds are light, temperatures tend to go up.
Yeah.
87 Fahrenheit though along the coast. 87, not so bad. 87 along the coast, 92 inland, 80 up in the hills. The lows tonight, 78 along the coast, 72 inland, 66 in the mountains.
I nearly rolled my eye when you said 87 is not so bad. God, that hot.
That hot, yes. The 92 inland.
92 inland. Well, we expect that to Belmo upon our next spot there. But that's all right, you see, Chief. So what should we expect for the next few days in the extended forecast?
Okay, for tomorrow, Saturday, we can expect a few showers. So for most areas in the morning, along with isolated thunderstorms, and then mainly over the coast Saturday night. The following days, then, we can also expect a few showers or thunderstorms, but mostly late evening and night. Sunday, Monday, and even possibly Tuesday.
Okay. Speaking of Tuesday, we were looking at the radar a while ago, and we know that the tropics are hot. There is a system there, I think, just labeled as a tropical depression. Let's talk about the tropics.
Right. So the low pressure area that we were watching, it was a tropical wave at first, then developed a low pressure system area, and then now it's upgraded to a tropical depression. And at 3 o'clock this morning, it was over the eastern Caribbean Sea, heading to the central Caribbean, centered near 13.9 north, 68.2 1.6 west, or about 615 miles southeast of Kingston, Jamaica.
Okay.
And the depression was moving to the west-northwest at 13 miles an hour with maximum sustained winds of 35 miles per hour.
Okay. And so what do we expect with this? Is this going to take a turn more northerly? What's the expectation? Are we supposed to be watching this one very cautiously?
We are supposed to be watching it very cautiously, like you said. The projection for now is it to continue west to the Central Caribbean and then make a northwest turn, right? So as you know, that is a forecast and it can change, but for now that is the forecast that we are going with, and it should not affect us directly.
All right.
Okay. But we might be experiencing some showers due to that.
Repeat that for me, please.
We might be receiving some showers due to that.
Right, that's correct. That's correct.
Okay.
All right. Well, Chief, we're so glad you were able to join us this morning to give us the latest with the weather. Here's to wishing you a great weekend.
Okay, same to you.
All right,
Take
there
care.
we go.
All right.
So now we know exactly what to expect,
Yeah.
April. When it
Be
comes to the
cautious.
latter part of the hurricane season, there are a few peaks. 10th September is the major peak for the hurricane season. And then somewhere around October, that's when we see a slight peak again. And these things are actually true to their form. Around these times of the year, that's when we see heightened action within the hurricane season. We just continue to hope and pray that we're spared. All right?
Be cautious.
Yeah, be
safe,
very cautious.
Take your warnings. Make sure that you prepare. And yeah.
All right,
But
so
we got to get moving into our show.
yeah, it's a fun Friday,
It's a
April.
fun Friday.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
honestly really excited for this second segment.
you're excited for all right,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Socathon, no?
Yeah.
But the first segment this morning is actually going to be Grace and you. We'll be cooking up a storm inside the kitchen this morning. And shush. I got to understand it's going to be lunch on meat chow mein. Is that
You
so?
and your, you know what? The last time
What?
they make chop suey.
What?
They make chop suey the last time, and then they make salpicon the last. I
it
know.
wasn't- No.
No.
It was
Shucks, I can't remember.
lunch and meat chop suey.
That me lunch and meat chop suey, but then we had a next one where I made like chicken dip.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
That was
had
good.
that be nice. But today
Chipotle dip we had that time.
dip. There, see?
Yeah.
It was. I had the dip one correct.
You had the dip correct.
The dip me correct.
Yeah.
Because we had cheese. So that yes, I remember.
That was nice, man.
Yeah, that be nice. And then today we're gonna be doing chow mein.
Yeah, lunch on
So
meat
you got
chow
your
mein.
lunch ready for today?
Well, I got lunch ready every time. You know, April, I'm actually sensing some jealousy there.
I
you
just
know.
believe it. You know, they always pack lunch for John. Just the same. But our second segment will be Wellness Week and how some of us can celebrate by doing the Ministry of Health and Wellness Socathon. And it's going to be about walking and running with
Yeah.
a little bit of music. And of course, we'll have
Oui.
the folks in to talk to us about how we can be a part of that.
Looking forward to that as well. I'll tell you that much. When last did Socathon?
Then just had Soca Fest the other day.
But
Culture
you never did it, April.
Listen, I came in the jam from outside of the stadium, all right? Some of us couldn't go.
Wrapping things up this morning with Kaya Katus. She'll be talking to us about the Belize City Half Marathon. It's going to be a great, great conversation with her.
Yes.
As you know, she's a cyclist. Kaya is everything, man.
Yeah.
Kaya is just one of those folks, as you see them, you say, oh, yeah, something to happen. All right, so she'll be joining us for the last segment this morning. And we'll be wrapping things up with, regularly, a birthday shout out. So we've got that and more right here live on 5. This is Open Your Eyes. It's a great day to be.
Great.
We're going to take the break. We'll be right back.
Your life just got a lot less complicated with Belize Bank Contactless MasterCard Debit Card. Introducing our Standard Debit and MasterCard Platinum Debit Cards. Now you can make purchases anywhere MasterCard is accepted with one tap, pay and go. Your contactless card never has to leave your hands, especially in these times. and your card is embedded with multiple layers of security. Platinum card holders get to enjoy extra benefits like price protection, purchase protection, trip inconvenience, and luggage protection, just to name a few. Start enjoying a cashless lifestyle today with the Belize Bank.
B-Bucks by Benny's, Belize's newest multi-brand rewards program. To access B-Bucks, download the mobile app or access the website portal at bbucks.bz and set up your account. If you already have a Benny's account, chances are you already have B-Bucks. Don't let them go to waste. To earn B-Bucks, make a purchase at any Benny's location or at any of these Benny's entities, namely Island Freight Forwarders, Best Manufacturing, Benquip, and B-Mart. Once B-Bucks are earned, reward yourself. Use B-Bucks to buy items or exchange for cash. You can also double, triple, or even quadruple your B-Bucks on promotional days. It is simple. Purchase, earn, redeem. Loyalty is always rewarding with B-Bucks. Brought to you by Benny's, celebrating 75 years of quality and savings.
Travelers, are you?
It's not an everyday household conversation anymore. However, COVID-19's impact still lingers. On Tuesday, September 27th, tune in to Channel 5 to find out what impact has the pandemic had on people living with HIV. What about the LGBT community and other vulnerable populations? The Caribbean Vulnerable Communities Coalition presents Beyond COVID, a discussion on the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on members of key population groups across the Caribbean. The conversation starts at 8 p.m. on Tuesday, September 27th, right here on Channel 5.
Great Belize Productions Channel 5, proud winner of 9 Caribbean Media Awards for 2021. Best Investigative Report, Best News Item, Best Coverage of People with Disabilities, Best Financial Literacy Journalism, Best Videographer, Best Television Commercial Spot, and the People's Choice Award, with 2 special mentions for Financial Literacy Journalism.
Are you looking for low-cost television advertising? Have we got a deal for you? Advertise on Channel 5's Daily Classifieds. Channel 5's Daily Classifieds is one of the most effective methods for introducing yourself and your business to the community. Use our Daily Classifieds to recruit employees, promote specials, promote your products or services, promote a business opportunity, increase traffic to your website, and advertise items you have for sale. Let us help you to save valuable time and money. Call us today at 280-0013 or visit us at our offices on Coney Drive to discuss how we can help your business grow affordably. Channel 5's Daily Classifieds. Advertise today.
Dwayne Moody, Isani Cayetano, Marian Ali, Paul Lopez. Your News 5 Belize teams do whatever it takes. Go wherever they need to go, so you can catch the story wherever you are, whenever you want, on whatever device. Channel 5 Belize on television, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Because news is now everywhere, all the time. And so are we.
Whether you're at home, on the road, at work, or at school, if you see news happening or suspect that something might be up, call or text the Channel 5 News Belize tip line at 672-5555. You don't have to give us your name, just give us the tip. That's 672-5555. Call or text us so we can check it out.
When someone you love becomes a memory, the memory becomes a treasure. Channel 5 introduces the Daily Obituaries. The Daily Obituaries will broadcast all death and funeral announcements and memorials to honor your loved one's life and memories. The Daily Obituaries airs on Channel 5 prior to the evening newscast, with subsequent repeats at 10 p.m. and 12 noon the following day. It will also be placed online on our social media platforms, all for a standard package fee. Celebrate their lives and memories with Channel 5's Daily Obituaries. Honor in life and reverence in death.
And we'll be back in a few, so stay tuned. Thanks, Jen. Hey there, we know you have to head out to work shortly, but don't forget that you can stay tuned by watching us on our Facebook live stream. Find us at Open Your Eyes BC, and you can continue watching there. You can also download Facebook Watch on your streaming device, and you can watch at your own convenience.
And for all the behind-the-scenes fun, follow us on Instagram at OYE Belize. So,
find us
and follow us
today.
Reduce your risk of viral illness like the flu or the coronavirus. Wash your hands frequently with soap and water or with an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Cover your nose and mouth when coughing or sneezing with a tissue. Throw away, then wash hands immediately. Avoid close contact with anyone who has the cold or flu-like symptoms. If you become ill, please visit your doctor or nearest health center and share your travel history. A health and wellness message from your Ministry of Health.
Kadilesa Albert Interlube. Inita nomada. Naba Santi Golida Ligabri. Asatalida Lesquela Abrohatia. I fear the Lord Nila Megado. Time out.
Weri hali anigi beli habusa rogrigia wena mohaya hagamro duniwa irahia. Baro bada ayano haba hama bisanigu. Demele badugunile bide haba lida leredoroniwa hagamro duniwa irahia.
Just like that, we're venturing off now into our first segment for the morning. It is a fun Friday. What is a Friday without something to eat, huh? Are you ready? Because I want to eat this now. We're inside that kitchen, yes. The taste that moves you. That's what we're talking about here. Nice is in with us. Who else? What, this one? All right. So Nice is in with us and Tyler is in with us. We're going to get to see them, what, once a month or something?
Yes, I feel like I've been a long time.
Well, the show is twice a month, but we get to see them like once a month. Tyler sometimes.
Sometimes when he feel like
it.
Yeah.
Tyler like that, man. This body, I swear, he like every quarter that then you see him.
I have to give more recipes.
Yes. like I mentioned, the next thing we're going to try on here.
No.
Potted meat tacos. No. You don't want to try that?
I did.
What are we going to do today?
We're doing chicken luncheon.
Chicken luncheon.
Luncheon meat. Chow mein.
Yeah. Okay. All right, first things first, what do we have to have?
Well, the pot is already hot.
Look how poor I'm
They don't make me do things.
I'm sorry.
All right, so here we go. You just tell me when.
Well, I'm on that.
Okay. You say okay, you must say when, but that's all right. All right, so that's the first thing. We put
greased coconut oil.
And then we're going to fry the luncheon meat first.
All right. You want to do this? Okay, I know to put. Right, to use this.
Just pour it in.
Okay, but then, all right.
I am. Yep.
You know, luncheon meat could fight, right? You know, luncheon meat are like when you fry fish, that could fight.
See there.
All right. So we put the luncheon meat in the pan, hot, and we're gonna fry it up.
Yes.
All right. And then
from there, just fry it up, make it have like a little brown golden color. And then from there, take it out.
Yeah.
And from there, we do the vegetables.
All right. So we got vegetables, but what do we have? What's our variety of vegetables?
The vegetables we have carrots, sweet pepper, cilantro, onion, and cabbage.
All right. So I love this. This is. You could just make that right there meat for me. You put that in the pot, you saute that, that's good.
Yeah.
With some soy sauce and that nice right there. So.
The veggie version.
Yeah, that's the veggie version, and you could actually eat that, man. I tell you what, some good tortilla with that. Woo-wee.
Tortilla with just the sauteed veggies.
Yes, that tastes good. That really tastes good.
I like that.
And then I noticed we've got a vibrant color.
Noodles.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why that one?
Tired. The color.
The color.
So vibrant color noodles.
So and put that and put it back in here.
So we take that out now. Be careful. Hot.
Very.
Yes.
April,
No, yeah.
you know about the kitchen?
Sometimes.
Ooh.
Real.
You know
And then we have a little bit more oil.
A little more oil.
Let me alone, John. Go over.
All right.
Okay. And then from there we'll start with the onion and sweet pepper.
Onion and sweet pepper. Dipper. That's the onion. Look how great of a team we make, man.
I'm not forget what you say. Or not say. All right. Onion
and the sweet pepper. All right. Now, the question that everybody asks now is it onion or onion?
Oh, lad. Whatever you feel that is correct pronunciation, that's what it is.
Oy, I love it though, but I'll tell you what, these recipes are so easy to make. We've got everything already and set, and that's just the way it is. But Tyler is here to tell us about the deals that we've got going on.
Yeah, right now we have two major promotions right now. We have one that's actually completing today. So you still have the rest of today to
But
get
what
in
time does the rest of today end at 5 o'clock?
Well, today ends at 12 p.m. So that's our turbo promotion. Very simple, very easy to enter. All you have to do is buy Turbo. Turbo is literally in almost every store in Belize.
Yeah.
All you have to do is buy Turbo and follow the instructions. All the store has the instructions on our posters. And you just have to follow the instruction and you get a chance to win all expense paid trip for two to Guyana.
To where?
Guyana.
Guyana with a G.
With a G for the CPBL cricket finals.
Yeah. That's big too.
Yeah, that's very big in Guyana. So, well, all expense paid trip just by buying a Turbo for $2.
And when are the drawing for that?
The drawing will be next week, so the end date is today.
Okay, so the end date is today, and I'm sure there are a lot of tickets in that barrel.
Yeah, definitely.
Who want to win one trip for two to Guyana?
I want, all of a sudden I need a Turbo in my life.
And along with that, we also have our ongoing promotion, which is our Chubby Back to School sweepstakes. Yes, we have 3 prizes that you get a chance to win. First place is a Lenovo tablet, an HP printer with the ink cartridges and a headset. Second place is Acer tablet and a wireless keyboard, and third place is a $200 gift certificate from Angeles Press.
All right. Wow.
All you have to do is buy a chubby.
Buy a chubby. And then you
Simple
can
as
win
that.
prizes for go back to school.
Yes, you win
Buy a
prize.
Turbo and I go to Guyana.
Yes, and apart from that, we have our regular ongoing promotions in the stores.
Okay.
Especially with our Publix, you can find all our promotion in Publix.
Okay.
And key stores in the country.
All right. So now we know you get a chance to go to Guyana.
Okay.
Yeah.
Buy a Turbo, maybe you get a chance to go to Guyana. Buy a chubby, back to school prizes.
It's very easy. It's very easy to enter. It's not something that is costly.
Yes.
Okay.
Turbo is $2 retail in the store.
That's it.
A chubby is $1. So
you could go to Guyana.
And you could go to Guyana and you could win back to school prizes. So while Tyler was giving all of these fantastic giveaways and prizes, courtesy of Grace, Nelly threw a bunch of vegetables in at this.
Yeah, no, I tell you what, I'm hungry.
So Nelly, can you tell us what you added in this mixture while Tyler was?
Okay, we then added the sweet pepper, the cabbage, the carrots, cilantro, and back we put in back the luncheon meat.
The luncheon meat.
Yes.
Easy as that. But you actually put, I think...
we also added a little bit of cornstarch and soy sauce.
Why cornstarch?
Cornstarch is the
texture.
Yes, the texture of the gravy is what gets a little bit thick when you put in the cornstarch.
Ah, that look like a fun. That look like that shop thing right there. Shop.
I smell
look
nice, actually.
Yeah.
All right, Nate, just tell me when it's done.
That's it.
That's it?
Wow.
Party done.
Party done. I feel like we didn't even last 15 minutes into that.
To God. Look, so all right, so now we're plating.
Woo! Noodles!
Yeah.
Yellow noodles because the color pretty. You can go on and pick any noodles that you want.
And who wanted to make that?
Yours.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, but I'll tell you what, the promotions are out there, so you want to get those. And of course, these recipes are very good, so you want to, if you could actually rewatch the show to just see what we did. And it's fairly easy.
So chicken, luncheon meat, chow mein.
Yeah. And look for the chunks, yeah.
The richness.
Yeah.
So the way you're plating it is you're putting the mixture on top of the noodles. Is there a way that I could just put the noodles in the mixture?
Yes, you could do it however you want. You could do one big pot and just mix everything together. Then you could do separate like how I plate it.
Yeah.
Lovely.
And you're not going in a 2 belly, one. So you mix up everything together. And that's it, right?
And then plate it like that, so still mix it together, so it all depends how you want it. You want to mix everything together.
All right, one more time for our audience, the ingredients that you put in this chow mein.
Luncheon meat, cabbage, carrots, onions, sweet pepper, cilantro, coconut oil, and the noodles with a little bit of soy sauce and cornstarch.
Man.
You notice we were doing a lot of recipes with these type of products.
Yeah.
We're trying to get the Blazing public into They're diversifying their self when it comes to
how to cook, right?
rather than the traditional ways that we normally use.
All right.
Lunch and meat, right?
And then one more time, our giveaways.
Our turbo promotion, which ends today, you get a chance to win a trip for 2 to Guyana for the CPBL final.
Okay.
And then we have our chubby promotion that you get a chance to win 3 prizes. You get first place a tablet, printer, and ink, and a headset. Second place is another tablet, a wireless keyboard, and third place is a gift certificate from Angelus Press. That promotion ends October 7th, so you still have chances to get into that one.
The Guyana one ends today, though.
Today, and the chubby one ends October 7th.
All right. So now you know exactly what to do, so you can be a part of it. You know exactly how to make these dishes as well, because the recipes, they're very, very easy. And the next recipe you want to be what?
No, we not it. Silence in the kitchen because
prayer on that one,
I can't believe in the movie Coming to America, and the guy saw Hakeem, he said, I cannot believe it. I can't believe you guys don't want
potted meat tacos.
Potted meat tacos is not bad. I tell you what, there's somebody right now at home who say, yes, John, yes. Do it.
If you're broke, no fix it.
I'm going to tell her too. Don't wait. But this was a very easy recipe. Like we mentioned, it's a fun Friday. It's always fun doing these things. And these recipes are very easy.
Yeah.
Onion, sweet pepper, carrots, cabbage, cilantro. The noodles, you can use the vibrant one if you want.
The vibrant one, or you don't have to be vibrant.
I wonder if anybody ever try use food coloring for the noodles.
I think so. No.
There you go.
Okay, I mean you could make it vibrant on your own.
Yeah, there you go. So nobody wanted potted meat tacos, but we want colorful noodles.
Listen, to each their own. Okay, let us know in the comments if you want us to do potted meat tacos with John, because that's the only way we're gonna win this battle.
Alright, all the promotions, make sure that you enjoy it. It was a great time being inside the kitchen. We're going to take the break though. When we come back, we're going to talk about Sukatan. Who can feel it lit? Hey, who can feel it lit? What? We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
Technology is ubiquitous, and it's transforming how, when, and where we work. Fulltech Systems is placing award-winning devices in the hands of information workers, allowing them to work without compromise in a world without wires, to innovate, create, and to maximize productivity anytime, anywhere, satisfying the needs of the desk-centric remote and field worker and every other worker in between. We are providing the industry's best devices to businesses going through the process of digital transformation. Partner with us today to provide the solutions that will allow your employees to work effectively and efficiently to enhance your customers' experience. Fulltech Systems, your technology center, where you'll come for the price, but stay for the service.
Everyone, including our elderly, needs to stay connected with their loved ones. With Smart's Golden Citizen broadband program, senior citizens can sign up, for 10 megabytes of unlimited internet at a low monthly cost of $25. Citizens over 65 can sign up with a valid ID and receive free installation plus 1 month free on selected broadband plans. Visit a Smart showroom near you for more information on how you can enjoy Smart's Golden Citizen broadband program. Smart, bringing people together.
It's not an everyday household conversation anymore. However, COVID-19's impact still lingers. On Tuesday, September 27th, tune in to Channel 5 to find out what impact has the pandemic had on people living with HIV. What about the LGBT community and other vulnerable populations? The Caribbean Vulnerable Communities Coalition presents Beyond COVID, a discussion on the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on members of key population groups across the Caribbean. The conversation starts at 8 p.m. on Tuesday, September 27th, right here on Channel 5.
Great Belize Productions Channel 5, proud winner of 9 Caribbean Media Awards for 2021. Best Investigative Report, Best News Item, Best Coverage of People with Disabilities, Best Financial Literacy Journalism, Best Videographer, Best Television Commercial Spot, and the People's Choice Award, with 2 special mentions for Financial Literacy Journalism.
Are you looking for low-cost television advertising? Have we got a deal for you? Advertise on Channel 5's Daily Classifieds. Channel 5's Daily Classifieds is one of the most effective methods for introducing yourself and your business to the community. Use our Daily Classifieds to recruit employees, promote specials, promote your products or services, promote a business opportunity, increase traffic to your website, and advertise items you have for sale. Let us help you to save valuable time and money. Call us today at 280-0013 or visit us at our offices on Coney Drive to discuss how we can help your business grow affordably. Channel 5 Daily Classifieds. Advertise today.
Dwayne Moody, Isani Cayetano, Marion Alley, Paul Lopez. Your News 5 Belize teams do whatever it takes. Go wherever they need to go, so you can catch the story wherever you are, whenever you want, on whatever device. Channel 5 Belize on television, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Because news is now everywhere, all the time. And so are we.
Whether you're at home, on the road, at work, or at school, if you see news happening or suspect that something might be up, call or text the Channel 5 News Belize tip line at 672-5555. You don't have to give us your name, just give us the tip. That's 672-5555. Call or text us so we can check it out.
When someone you love becomes a memory, the memory becomes a treasure. Channel 5 introduces the Daily Obituaries. The Daily Obituaries will broadcast all death and funeral announcements and memorials to honor your loved one's life and memories. The Daily Obituaries airs on Channel 5 prior to the evening newscast, with subsequent repeats at 10 p.m. and 12 noon the following day. It will also be placed online on our social media platforms, all for a standard package fee. Celebrate their lives and memories with Channel 5's Daily Obituaries. Honor in life and reverence in death.
And we'll be back in a few, so stay tuned. Thanks, Jen. Hey there, we know you have to head out to work shortly, but don't forget that you can stay tuned by watching us on our Facebook live stream. Find us at Open Your Eyes BC, and you can continue watching there. You can also download Facebook Watch on your streaming device, and you can watch at your own convenience.
And for all the behind the scenes fun, follow us on Instagram at OYE Belize. So,
find us
and follow us
today.
Reduce your risk of viral illness like the flu or the coronavirus. Wash your hands frequently with soap and water or with an alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Cover your nose and mouth when coughing or sneezing with a tissue. Throw away, then wash hands immediately. Avoid close contact with anyone who has the cold or flu-like symptoms. If you become ill, please visit your doctor or nearest health center and share your travel history. A health and wellness message from your Ministry of Health.
We are back just like that.
I think we smell our food.
We're moving into our second segment, smell of food. But
time
nonetheless,
we
had breakfast, man. We had breakfast.
It was good.
But this second segment is all about the Socathon coming up. We've got none other than Kathleen Azueta Cho, who is a technical advisor there at Hecopab, and Karen Rosito, no stranger to TV. But two of them, you know.
Yeah.
No stranger to TV. This one is all about the Soca Walk and Run activity from the Ministry of Health and Wellness. To both of you, good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning, and thanks for having us this morning.
Look, I'll tell you what, it's so nice to have both of you in. When we heard, because April was like, you know what? I can't wait for the second segment.
I can't wait for it because every time Miss Karen come down vibe.
It's a vibe.
Now vibe.
It's
you
a vibe.
have to dance or do. The last time she had me was jumping jacks.
Well, I think I saw that one too.
Yeah.
Remember that,
In shoes. In shoes.
So let's talk about what the Ministry of Health and Wellness have got to offer here and this Socathon Walk and Run activity. How did it come about?
Tell us.
Okay, so we are celebrating Wellness Week 2022 next week, and the Socathon is an official event to kick off our activities for next week. And Wellness Week is originally inspired by Wellness Day in the Caribbean, which is originally celebrated on September 13th. And since 2011, the Caribbean countries as well as the Central American countries have been celebrating a week of activities or a day to raise awareness around non-communicable diseases,
Yes.
given the heavy burden of these diseases in our region.
Yeah.
So the Socathon is one way to officially start and to help promote healthy living, and the Ministry of Health, you know, wellness is one of our biggest mandates at this moment. So we are partnering with Miss Rosito. You know, she's one of those exercise gurus. And so we have a Socathon prepared for tomorrow at 6 a.m. starting at the Digi Park.
Yes.
And it will move along the Marine Parade onto 4th Street.
Tourism Village.
Yes.
Ah,
And then the way back. So it's a total of 3 miles. It's a 5K. And we will have a DJ and the soca music to make it more fun.
I was going to ask, so what makes it a socathon? Am I walking or am I dancing?
You're dancing and moving along in a positive way.
Okay.
So for me, everyone knows I'm Karen Rosito, and we do a lot of these walks. It started out when Emir and I think we were, I had gone to his office, Ecopab, that area, to beg for flyers for BFLA where I work. And he was like, you know, we're having this here. I'm like, put me in. You want to do something. So I started there, and it started like that. And then we have a crowd that follows the movement, the 5K movement, and they love to dance. The last one we did was for the environment, and it was well attended. This one is to get people to move: wheelchair, bicycle, scooter, 3-wheel bike, we call it tricycle, anything. Bring your kids. The music will be happening, clean soca, and all the way.
Well, I don't know about clean soca.
They have.
I think that one all right. I think that one, but you know, let's talk about what we're noticing in our country with respect to health. There are a few groups that have opened up, that I've seen this on social media, where one of the in things right now is to run. And you run to help somebody. If something is wrong with somebody, then there's
a cause.
Yes, it's for a cause. And even for Jaguars, I noticed they're running going around. Now, Miss K, you're the health guru here. What are you noticing with respect to our health? Are we getting in tune with things now? What's going on?
We're getting there. Versus just before the pandemic. I think the pandemic did a lot of good health-wise for people, because you didn't have anything
You didn't
else
have anywhere to go.
Some people gained weight, some people did not, but most people picked up a habit. And well, for me, it was that habit that Ricardo Salazar brought.
Exactly, that's the guy.
It was, I think, 100 kilometers in a month, which was like, and I found myself, and you know, I swear I don't tell people this, but I hate running, walking, or anything like that. I'm a cyclist. So I found myself doing it, and then finding time to really reflect and think, you know, on what's going on. And then, lo and behold, I saw a lot of other people doing it. Yes, and they continued, because a lot of people, you know, especially Marion Jones, where, by the way, folks, the big truck is about 1 kilometer. So not talk about 1 mile. Because 3 are not 3 miles. Right? But we measure the distance. Like Kathleen and I, we literally worked on the distance to not, you know, say cheat people. And let me tell you, I see people out, but most of all I see families now walking from the dog.
I noticed too.
Right, so that's good for me, because I'm always out and looking. Like I was out 21st September morning, and my dad had just passed. So it was, and I was like, wow. You know, people were actually out, even though people partied the night before. So that's a trend now that's happening.
So what is that connection of exercise, walking, running? Why is that good for our mental health?
Well, to begin with, physical activity, increased physical activity can help to, you know, prevent or even delay the onset of non-communicable diseases like diabetes and high blood pressure. And we're seeing a lot of that. Just at the end of 2022, we had about 839 persons diagnosed with diabetes. And NCDs are often considered, you know, a disease, a group of diseases that affect older persons, but it's having an impact on younger children and adolescents.
Yes.
So we really have to push the concept of wellness, starting from a very young age, and fostering that wellness concept at schools, at community settings. And you rightly said, running has changed. I've been running for almost 10 years, and 10 years ago, it was a small group. Now we see numerous groups. It's a running culture, really.
It is.
And we're running for several causes. Just earlier this month, the ministry commemorated World Suicide Prevention Day, and we had a walk. And we had very good support from the BDF. And so that is what we're trying to really foster, that enabling environment. The theme for Wellness Week is for a healthy and participatory environment. So it's a call for countries and ministries and organizations to strengthen the support mechanisms so that you can have that wellness culture and that positive working environment.
We have something going on within our country, and I think more so across the world. Tablets, all these gadgets now, and
kids.
The kids, as they get home, it's not going out to run around the yard like one time. It's actually going on the tablet, and that's where they're finding their joy and whatnot. And I feel that will eventually have some serious blowback, a serious impact on health, like you rightly said, Ms. Carr, because we as parents, we're actually now stagnant within the household as well.
The tablet is the babysitter.
Yeah, the tablet and the babysitter.
And you'll give them
been talking about
chips
this.
to keep them quiet.
Yeah.
I have a 5-year-old granddaughter, and she's very, very, thin. She's of, and I found her every day, Nana, can I get the chips? And right on the, well, she has a phone, right? So then I'm like, no, let's go, because we live on North Front Street, so it's easy to reach Memorial Park. Let's go walk. And she's always willing to walk. So my thing is, I blame the parents for obese kids, right? Because then you want somebody to watch your kids, so you can watch your TV show or be on the phone. But you have to, for your own mental health, take those kids out.
Take the children.
And we recently saw the data from the Adolescent Health National Strategic Plan. And it shows the impact. You see the suicide attempts among younger adolescents, and even the obesity, diabetes. We saw the data in 2 districts, Orange Walk and Stand Creek, having the higher diabetes incidence. So we really have to, create that environment for children in school, in the workplace settings, and it starts from home, and it has to be a collective collaboration and collaborative.
This one is a great one from the Ministry of Health, but one of the things that is very important is actually, and it might not be the Ministry of Health, but maybe the Ministry of Education, but you could do a collaboration there. What's that collaboration like with the MOHW and of course the Ministry of Education to try, Ministry of Health and Wellness with the Ministry of Education to try and streamline these things more in schools? I see primary schools such as St. Joseph, they're actually doing 2 days of physical education now. It's not one a week.
It's not one.
It's actually 2. So what's going on there?
Even it's a health education curriculum now. And it's no longer the HFLE. So really they're trying to push that knowledge from a very young age. Physical activity, the guidelines do recommend 60 minutes a day, right? Every day for young children. And we have, I know the Ministry of Health and the Ministry of Education are currently in discussion with regards to the ban on sugary drinks. And that is something that is still in a consultation phase, but it will be phased out, and I'm glad that that discussion is ongoing. So that's a good example of a collaboration between the 2 ministries.
I'm glad you brought that up, because when we talk about wellness and we talk about health, we often we forget that comes from what you eat first, right? And then of course you take care of yourself with exercise. So when it comes to healthy foods and healthy living, we often find that healthier foods are more expensive, right? You're no?
No,
Okay.
that's
Or so we
Or
feel.
so we feel.
Because
So tell us.
you're thinking of the price of broccoli, cauliflower, things like that, but you're not thinking of things like beans and chaya and callaloo and purple cabbage and zucchini that they were literally giving away last week.
Yeah.
Because you can prepare these things to be tasty.
Yeah.
Right? Make zucchini pasta.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, and make your own tomato sauce.
Yeah.
Right? So we're trying to move to clean eating.
Yes.
And if I had an opportunity to be on the show we were talking about, I would have brought that up because now I know my grandchild is an infant one and it's hard for her to eat well
Yes.
because they're picky eaters.
Yeah.
So I came up with a whole lot of things, including fish fingers in little cookie, cut with cookie, you know, or in animal shapes
Yeah.
to have her eat.
To have her
Cutting
eat
her
that.
little sandwiches in four and making butterflies.
Yeah.
So she'll eat, but eating well, eating really good is not expensive.
It's not expensive.
Belizeans want eat snapper and grouper. You have grunt and you have other fish were cheaper. Get used to eating those,
And,
right?
and another thing to add to what Miss Karen is saying too, it's being smarter too, you know, cooking at home instead of buying the takeout food, and that helps you reduce fatty foods, you reduce foods high in salt, high in sugar.
Sugars.
And so you plan your meals, you know, you eat your grain, your beans, your legumes,
Yeah.
your spices, you make your own seasonings, you don't have to add that consommé, right? So it's all about making smarter choices, reading the food labels.
Yeah.
And
right,
the food
when you
labels
go-
now,
right.
the packages on food, you
Easy.
actually have the
The
black
black.
octagon or
Right.
Yeah,
or hexagon on
that's
there
from
that tells
Mexico.
you.
That's Mexican. I haven't seen any product from the States like that. That's Mexican.
They
And
tell
when
you what, yeah.
when you see that those chips and they say high in sugar, and some people like, I never know chips cost sugar.
Of course.
Yes, they do.
Read, and
Yes, they
they're
do.
almost $2.
Yes.
So my thing is, you want to eat chips, use your same corn tortilla, bake it, do your refried beans from scratch, and dip and eat.
And dip and eat.
Yes.
And your guacamole and
Yes.
And these things are very
so
healthy.
it's not, it takes, like she said, planning.
You know,
Yeah.
and also fun for children to do is actually do some planting. That's one of the things that we're actually venturing off now at my household, whereby you get little maybe plastic
use
bottles.
egg crates.
You could use
Yeah.
egg crates,
Yeah.
eggshell cracked up and whatnot. That's a part of your fertilizer as well.
Yep. Make
And
your
you plant-
compost heap.
Look, you know
Teach
how
them.
easy it is to do bell pepper, tomatoes, lettuce, cucumbers. Look,
Peppers.
You put that thing there. That's
My
it.
tomato not gross, I can't say.
So there are so many things that we
And
could
they're
do.
so proud,
Yes, when
and
they do
they'll be more likely to eat what they grow because it's theirs. Bell peppers are almost what, Kathleen, $4 or $5 a pound.
$5 a pound, $7 a pound.
And
some
we
places.
complain, and the thing is, Belizeans, Belizeans all have yards.
Yes.
We not small. We got yard at
We
least
got
what,
a
50
yard,
by
we got more
75. If you know, even a guy yard, we got veranda.
Yes.
And pigtail bucket.
We got that.
Yeah.
We got the Lee water stuff about the place. Cut that thing in half, put some soil,
And the seeds
then you
are cheap. Seeds cheap. You gotta say some, bring everything except seeds, right? I think it was Reimers or somewhere the Mennonites always have seeds
Yes,
for sale,
they always
and they're good seeds.
Yeah.
Look, Miss K, we have those things right here in the household. We just cut the bell pepper a while ago.
You got for sell or give away?
We could dry that. You put that in the ground part, it done. And these things are what you refer to as high value
But
products.
then those are not stuff that we discuss at all. That's not. I never get taught that in school.
Yeah,
I
but
get
that's
taught that
what she's saying,
afterwards,
that
right?
that's part of the working agreement, because if you could teach a child to farm,
Yeah.
he or she will eat forever.
Yeah.
Exactly. So so this is definitely a great initiative by the Ministry of Health and Wellness for this Sokathon. So how do you do to sign up? You just go out there and go on about
Yes,
it?
we're inviting everyone.
It's free. People have been asking me.
Yes.
Done. You done sell already. Done.
People they blow up my phone. How much I go, Miss Karen? How much? Because usually when I do my own thing, it's $2 registration cost.
Right.
Karen have to buy the water.
Karen have to buy the
But
stuff,
Ministry of
yeah.
Health came out and they said, when I asked them, it's free. FREE, and I think you'll have small prizes.
We'll have little tokens,
to
we'll have
have-
fruits and water available, but
Yep.
really it's just to get into that healthy lifestyle and taking small steps. Next week we have a whole calendar of activities, and
Okay.
each day we have an important aspect of health being covered. So for example, on Monday, we will have declutter your office, bring a plant to work. Tuesday, it's Thirsty Tuesday. So we're stressing the importance of water, right? And then on Wednesday, we have Wellness Wednesday. So we'll have our health assessment. And this is happening throughout the country. Our health regions are really on board pushing these initiatives. On Thursday, it's Thoughtful Thursday. So we're taking staff.
Be kind to someone.
We're inviting staff to volunteer, right? And then on Friday, it's Fitness Friday. And it's really encouraging the workplaces, the communities to take part in physical activities. Have a little sports day. And I know some of the districts, they're having a time set out for staff to do sack race, lime and spoon. Little challenges just to, again, that's creating a nice working positive environment.
And that really helps. It brings the camaraderie together in the office space. Look, I can remember somebody told me they got up at about 1:30 in their office and started to do a workout here, there. And people watching like, oh, what happened? you're all right? Yes, it is for my health. It is very healthy. You know what's going on right now as well? Everybody want the foam plate or the plate actually lean over with rice.
Heavy.
And they eat that between 12 and 1. By 1:15, and then you wonder what's going on and how you feel like that. That's right.
Because what we take as a full plate is like 4 servings of rice for a human being.
You're only supposed to have like a handful.
It's so easy to be fit. You could sit at your desk and say, okay, at 11, it's squat time. Stand and sit for say 20 times or 25 times. Okay, and then after that, it's stretch time, and you know, do something, and people will catch on eventually.
I say, look, every hour you drink a glass of water, or you do 10 push-ups, you go and you drink a glass of water. You know how healthy that is for your upper body?
And
so all of these things.
have space to do 10
and
push-ups.
it helps to reduce.
You could go outside.
It helps to reduce, you know, depression, anxiety, because it puts it has an effect on your mental health.
The feel-good hormones kicks in,
endorphins,
and for me, it's like for example, for the walk tomorrow, you'll get to see the sunrise. Some people don't see the sunrise unless it's Juve.
People pay millions of dollars for the sunrise.
Along our beautiful coast. Right? Coastline. You get to meet people you haven't seen for a long time. So I'm begging them, people show up. It's for you.
Its registration is at 6, or you begin walking at 6?
We begin walking at 6.
But you could get out there like 5:30 to enjoy the view, and you know.
That's right. And you could do your little warm up and stuff like that, because it is important.
We'll be warming up.
You're going on that 3 miles, then you want to stretches.
Yes.
You want to make sure that you stretch. You want to make sure that you feel good before you're actually going out there. So where do we gather again?
BTL Park. Or Digipark.
Digipark.
Yes.
So we walk from Digipark to, we don't walk. We soca to.
And even if you say, well, I got 2 left foot, I no dance, just move right, left.
There's nothing to it. There's nothing to it, Miss Rosita, make you move.
So from Marine Parade to 4th Street.
Straight,
and then all the way back to the
that's the map I mean when you meditable carnival.
And we're inviting everyone to come out. If you're representing an organization and you have a cause, you know, somebody who died from cancer, a family member, it's really about, you know, showing that support and promoting wellness.
Like what I did, I lecture at Wesley Junior College. So what I did, I invited them, but not without a catch. You'll get points. Bring your mom, your pa, you'll get more points. So Wesley College will be well represented.
Full force. Full force. So what about, and then being that I might not be somebody who is inclined to going out there and do stuff, because I might not know what to wear. What would be comfort wear for me, Ms. K?
Comfortable sneakers, if you don't have, they have sandals that people use, especially people with ingrowing toenails, or you have sandals that they can use, sneakers. Comfortable pants, not too tight, not short, preferably stretch. For women, exercise bra or 2 brassieres, right? And t-shirt.
Comfy.
Comfy.
You want to wear?
Pants and shirt.
Okay.
Remember, you want to stay cool, you want to stay hydrated.
Yes.
And we'll have water out there.
And you said something about prizes?
We'll have little tokens.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why they'll get a little raffle ticket.
Ooh.
All right.
So when once you register, you get a raffle ticket, and maybe you could win a little.
All right, so it's going to be, starts at the DigiPark, it goes all the way to 4th Street.
Tourism
Village. Right at the gate.
Right that gate, I think, yeah, right at that gate.
Yeah.
In front of the security area.
There's a spot, I know where to think of. I
Yes.
remember with the yoga place.
Okay, right past that.
Yeah, a little past that.
Right past that.
All right.
yes.
So, and it's that easy, and then you walk back to
Yeah,
DigiPark.
because what happened, the DJ Sinclair is providing the music. He has always done so. And so he'll turn and wait for people at the Belize sign to come back. And then we join. Of course, we
join
revel
together.
and we dance while waiting.
Just follow the crowd.
Yeah, and just move. Don't stop moving.
Yeah, we really don't leave anyone behind because we
Yeah.
have our sweepers that will be encouraging. Because once you see the crowd, they come and you just going,
Yeah.
oh, you better turn back.
All right. So again, we're wrapping up. But again,
Socathon.
the importance of movement to mental and physical health. Just share that with us once again.
Yes, we really want to encourage physical activity, eating well, reducing alcohol consumption, tobacco consumption, because all of this will help in reducing the burden of non-communicable diseases.
Yeah.
Really, that's the idea and the main objective of these activities. And eventually it will have benefits to the country, you know, economically, socially, and we will see less of these diseases affecting our population.
Excellent.
Yes, because remember, NCDs literally are lifestyle diseases. It's how you live your life, you end up, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And if you know mommy, daddy, sister had or have diabetes, watch yourself.
That's right. And,
You know,
and,
take care to prevent.
Of course, if you've got a certain lifestyle, you like to live, man. I mean, if you like take your Libya here and there, then go on out there and you have to work out too.
Yes.
You know, that because, Kay, I tell you what, I love my special white pack bread from Popular. I'm just telling you, I like that. So because I like that, I want to make sure I go out there, go run both.
105 calories a
May I
slice.
just ask how long do you run after you take your one slice of bread?
You not take one, you take about 4.
Yeah.
But okay, of course. So where can we access the calendar of events for the Wellness
You
Week?
can visit the Ministry of Health and Wellness Facebook page. We will be sharing the flyers constantly on our page, on Instagram, and just, you know, join us in our activities. The different districts will be having their own events. So I know at Battlefield Park we'll also have a health fair next week. In Corozal, same thing, we'll have a health fairs taking place. We'll have a health assessment at the headquarters at Ministry of Health. So we're inviting all our officers to come out, get their numbers, you know, see what your glucose levels are saying, and just, you know, it helps to get, you know, get a checkup.
That's
All right. Well, Socathon tomorrow at 6 a.m. at DigiPark. Just follow the music.
Just follow the music.
Try to get out there a little bit early so we could hit off at 6, rain or shine.
Right.
So I
Rain
tell
does
you
stop the reggae jump.
Yeah, but April, if that is too little for you, then the heavy hitters is going to be on Sunday. We're talking about a half marathon. Kaya Katus is going to be in to tell us all about this half marathon. You ever done a half marathon?
No.
Kay, you ever do a half marathon? No.
On my bike.
You do a half marathon?
Yes, she did.
I've done one, and my goodness!
Several of them.
There you
Thanks for
go.
encouraging me
Kaya
not to.
Katus is going to be in to tell us what to do, how to do to be a part of this half marathon coming up on Sunday. We'll be right back.
Celebrate this September and save when you shop at Cellular World during our Save Cash to Bash promotion. Enjoy mad savings on our lead offers, including entry-level phones starting as low as $59, tablets starting at only $149, Bluetooth speakers at only $25, headphones, earbuds, and so much more. Drop by our Cellular World stores to shop for all your electronic essentials and save some cash to bash.
Don't delay. Visit us at any of our branches in Belize City, Belmopan, or San Pedro, or shop via our virtual stores by adding us to WhatsApp at 615-5141 or 627-6200. So don't miss out on the celebration this September. Cellular World. Low prices, more choices.
Hello eCash user, the eCash app is now available in Spanish. Changing the language in your eCash app from English to Spanish is quick and easy. Let me walk you through the steps. First, open your eCash app. Enter your PIN. Tap the More icon at the bottom of your screen. Choose Security. Select Language. Tap on Spanish. Then re-enter your PIN. And that's it! Your eCash app is now in Spanish, and you can continue to enjoy your eCash digital wallet. Belize Bank's eCash app makes life easier.
Come to J&J Steakhouse for premium steaks and a fine dining experience. It will be love at first bite. We offer signature dishes, cocktails, decadent desserts, and an international wine cellar. Call for reservations at 205-2526 or 624-0500 or contact us on Facebook or Instagram. Opening hours are Monday to Wednesday from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m., Thursday to Sunday from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Come and taste the difference at J&J Steakhouse, 10.5 miles Philip Golson Highway in Ladyville. Good times, great taste.
My beautiful Belize, my land of the free, my home and it's bound by the Caribbean Sea. Valiant and bold, proud we are strong. Belize we rebound at age 41. Belize we are free and independent. We're free and independent, free and independent to be whatever you wanna be. Free and independent, we're free and independent, free and independent. We're changing our country, we're free. So make we celebrate with smart. Come celebrate with smart. Make we celebrate with smart. Let's celebrate with smart. So make we celebrate with smart. Come celebrate with smart. Make we celebrate with smart. Let's celebrate with smart.
The entire Smart family wishes all Belizeans a safe and happy September celebrations. Smart, bringing people together.
It's not an everyday household conversation anymore. However, COVID-19's impact still lingers. On Tuesday, September 27th, tune in to Channel 5 to find out what impact has the pandemic had on people living with HIV. What about the LGBT community and other vulnerable populations? The Caribbean Vulnerable Communities Coalition presents Beyond COVID, a discussion on the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on members of key population groups across the Caribbean. The conversation starts at 8 p.m. on Tuesday, September 27th, right here on Channel 5.
We are back and we're venturing now into our third
and final segment
for the morning. This one is all about a half marathon. We spoke about a Sukatan a while ago, and it is a great way to get things started. You always have to start somewhere. You know, and tomorrow is going to be about 3 miles. But when we talk half marathon, man, we're talking about what, 13.1, 13.2 miles, somewhere around there. And that's coming up on Sunday. Kaya Katus is in with us, man. She is a counselor at the Belize City Council. She's an athlete extraordinaire. She is, man, can I give you my prayers and just say curtain, man?
Yeah.
Make things happen.
Pressure.
Kaya, good morning and welcome, man.
Morning. Thanks for having me on the show.
Look, it's nice to have you in. It's always nice to see you again. When you come back?
Earlier this month.
You know, it is.
She was just at the, was it the Commonwealth Games?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kaya everywhere,
She
man.
did that true though.
Yeah, we're soon going with Kaya Katu's road. That'll tell you.
One of these days.
Yeah.
You know what? It's in the works. She said that so quick. It's in the works. I believe it.
So we're here on another note, not cycling, but actually it's still working out. It's a half marathon. It's right here in the city. Talk to us about it. This is the second year, right?
Yeah, this is the second annual Belize City Half Marathon, and this is a collaboration between the Belize City Council and the National Sports Council.
How this got started? Like, why? And why in the city?
You know, every big city in the world has a marathon. And why not bring one of those to Belize? We had to start at the halfway point because we don't have a lot of marathon runners here.
Yeah.
So we're actually trying to build towards that marathon status. So it will take us a couple years to get there.
Yeah.
But we had to start somewhere, right?
When you say a marathon and a half marathon, what are we talking about here?
A marathon is 13.1 miles. A half marathon, is 13.1 miles. And a marathon is 26.2.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how are you, what's the route then for the 13?
So, being in Belize City, we didn't want to make it something that you go out and back, putting it on the road. So we literally did it in the streets of Belize City. So it starts and finishes at the Marian Jones Sports Complex, and it literally goes around Belize City. Right?
Wow.
So you come out on Princess Margaret Drive, go up Coney Drive, you get into that Buttonwood Bay area, come out on the highway, make a turn at that last roundabout by Reimers Feed Mills, come back down, come all the way across Chetamal Boulevard.
Right, by West Truck into Chetamal Street.
Correct, and then you make a left onto the highway.
Onto the highway.
You come all the way down.
Farbas?
No, you're not go Farbas. You make one right onto Central American Boulevard. And then you make a U-turn at Farbas Road. Come back all the way down the boulevard, across the bridge to Save-You. And you make a right onto Freetown, right onto Map Street, left onto North Front Street, over the Swing Bridge, Albert Street, Regent Street, back over the bridge,
Swing Bridge,
North Front Street,
right
all the way
North
through
Front Street.
Yeah, all the way through FSTV,
yeah.
past the Belize sign, and when you hit Marine Parade, they bring you all the way back round to Marian Jones. 13.1 miles.
13.1. That's solid.
So this sounds like it took a lot of planning and effort. So the street, the city is going to be blocked off for the morning?
Well, it starts at 6 a.m.
Okay.
And the top guys and the top girls last year did it under 2 hours.
Under 2 hours. 1.5. Because when we did a half marathon with Aldo Salazar, the winner was, and it was virtual, the winner was out of Guatemala, and he did that in about an hour and maybe 12 minutes or less, somewhere around there.
Run 6 minutes miles.
6 minutes a mile, I swear. This was his speed, and he was the one who won. So in a case like this for a 13.1, it's
doable
for we when it drink 10 minutes per mile, do it in about 2 hours, 10 minutes or less. 2 hours, 5 minutes, 2 hours.
So then am I wrong, or am I right to assume that you're opening it up for international runners to come?
Yes, it is open for everyone. We want this to be a staple in September. The last Sunday in September, everyone in Belize and abroad, marathon runners know that there's a marathon to go do in Belize City the last Sunday in September. And we have lucrative prizes as well. We also cater for those people who just want to say, I finished a marathon, you know. We have finished medals for everyone who crosses the line. So, you know, it's
some that want to do a personal best.
Definitely. You have people who go around the country collecting what they call their bling bling, their hardware, you know, just a medal to say that you accomplished something. You set a goal and you accomplished it. So we also welcome those people and we provide medals for them.
How many people participated last year and how many
we had close to 50 participants last year because we also have a 10K and a 5K.
Within that entire marathon?
With our 2 shorter runs. So after the marathon runners take off, we then send the 10K and the 5K runners and they go the opposite direction. They go Princess Margaret Drive to Golden Bay roundabout and return. You do 1 lap for the 5K and 2 laps for the 10K.
What?
Oh, there it is.
There it is right there.
Yeah.
There it is right there. But it is a competition. This is
Definitely.
to actually win something.
Competition.
So what's the winning
Top prize.
Yeah.
We have over $7,000 in cash prizes across the categories.
Wow.
In the half marathon, the first prize for men and women are equal at $1,000.
Beautiful. I love
and it
that.
goes 10 deep, so 1,000, 750, 500, all the way down to 10th place for both male and female.
Okay. How many? And did you have any internationals last year?
Yeah, we had Mexicans and Guatemalans last year.
What are we expecting this year?
We didn't have a pre-registration. We register in the morning, so I can't say exactly who will be coming. Okay. But we believe that we will have competition from our neighboring countries as well.
Do I have to, when I register, do I have to pay?
Yeah, it's a $30 registration fee.
Okay. Too bad.
Man, it sounds delicious though.
Yeah.
I swear.
You did sign up?
We have.
You did sign up?
It sounds good here,
You sign up and be open your eyes team, and then I'll cheer you on from the side.
So you have a runner and a cheerleader.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I also have to mention that we have water stations along the way, 7 water stations, fully equipped by Boeing and Boeing.
Yay.
Water and Powerade. And so the runners can grab the water at any of the stations along the way.
Yeah.
And some of them also have their teams that provide servicing for them, whether on bicycle, motorcycle, vehicle. So it's a big deal.
But this is definitely something, because a lot of people would try to be a part of it and say, you know what, I've tried it and I've finished. But what about preparation though? For somebody who would like to do this next year, might not be prepared, what would be your preparation style? How do I get started?
I am no running expert, but you always
stop it.
I do it, but you always have to start small and work your way up, especially when you're looking at a distance of 13.1 miles.
Yeah.
That's no easy feat, and that's nothing that you can just get up this morning and say, okay,
I went 13.
Yeah, I will run a half marathon.
Yeah.
Price look good, make I go try this.
Yeah.
No work like that. Right? You have to build your way up, and in most cases, preparations for something like this would take anywhere 6 months onward.
Yeah.
So it's not if you want to be competitive and you want to be at that level, you're already a runner, you get into it.
Get into it, indeed.
So what have been the preparations for this marathon now that you're planning to host it annually?
You mean in terms of competitions leading up to it? So at the National Sports Council, what we did we hosted 5K runs on Saturday mornings. We did it once a month. So that was kind of what we did to get the people coming out and test themselves at a certain distance. So you do your own training and then you come out every month and you have a test. So that is how we kind of got up to this point.
When did you open registrations for this marathon?
It will be open 5 a.m. on Sunday morning.
5 a.m. this coming Sunday, the 25th. It's going to be one to reckon with, 13.1. I know easy feat like we mentioned.
Correct.
But I could just imagine those who would go the entire 26. And there's also the run from San Ignacio to Belmopan as well. I could just imagine what that is.
I feel like there's a lot of running teams that have been jacking up all over Belize. I know people from San Ignacio have about 2 or 3 think they run through the Chiquibo.
Yeah.
See, and COVID did that for us.
Yes.
COVID brought out that.
And a lot of people might watch the worst thing about the COVID pandemic was that you are able to lose your life, especially if you're not living that lifestyle of trying to work out, especially if and it's best to get your vaccination, because that's the best thing to try and fight that off, besides the fact that you adhere to all the rules and protocols. But one of the things that people don't understand, a lot of small businesses started to pop up, which will be will actually be reaping the benefits of that in the next 3 to 5 years.
Correct.
Everybody started to work out. People started to love each other from a distance, because that's what we had to learn to do. All of these things work best for our psyche. Working out there, April, when you're out there, that's like another world. That's like you're one with nature. That's how I feel this. Early morning, birds chirping. You ever run the Link Road, the John Smith Road?
Yeah.
You were out there early morning, man.
Sunrise.
Wow.
Pretty.
Yes, and it feels so good, and fresh air. That's a good thing.
Correct.
So this Sunday, it's going to be on.
It's going to be on. We have our registration starting at 5 a.m. right there at the Marion Jones, and the half marathon takes off at 6 a.m. And then we have the 5K going at 6:05 and the 10K going at 6:10.
Paying cash?
Yes.
Paying cash.
Cash prizes.
Cash prizes. No e-cash, honey.
No e-cash.
Cash prizes. So when the race done, pull up on the podium.
Yes.
You get an envelope
They get
good
yours.
to go.
Can
yes.
I register online? Or
Not for this
not
one.
for this one.
Next year, we're going to have our pre-registration set so that people can, have the access of registering
And
online and beforehand.
One of the things that stick out to me, Kai, you did make mention of that male and female winners of these marathon will be receiving the same prize, the same amount.
That's right.
Of $1,000 because
That's
we
right.
are one in its team. We are together.
At the Belize City Council and the National Sports Council, we are two groups that promote gender equality, inclusivity across all sports and everything that we're involved in.
Excellent.
Perfect.
This girl, I swear.
6 a.m. So you're thinking that you might be done by 9.
Yeah,
Start
definitely.
6 yeah.
We'll be
7:30
wrapping
some people
up
come out.
at that time.
Just like that.
And I also have to make mention of our sponsors. Apart from the National Sports Council and the Belize City Council, we have Boeing and Boeing, Sancas. We
You have a
have
list?
Javier Canol. So we will definitely have our first aid on hand.
Javier,
You can't have a marathon without that.
Yeah. And I'm glad that you call on Javier. Once he's out there doing his first aid,
Javier. Yeah.
Otherwise, on that, you don't know who, right?
Any plans on making it longer next year?
Not yet.
Okay.
We plan to go at least 5 years before we try to
ramp it up
to the full marathon. And we want to get as much international participation as we can.
And recognition, of course.
Correct.
How are you marketing it for international folks?
Well, apart from social media, we haven't yet reached out. Well, we have reached out to different runners internationally, like privately, but not to say organizations or things like that. So, all of these in the making.
Yeah, in the making. Stepping stone.
We're very young at this stage.
Yes.
2 years old.
No, but kudos, because I don't think that anybody had tried to do something at this magnitude before.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
All right.
good, congratulations.
So now we know exactly what's going to take place this weekend. It's going to be a fun-filled one. We had all the jump up. We had all the jump up last weekend and midweek. And it's time to actually
The time for work it out, burn it out, socathon on Saturday and half
marathon on Sunday.
And now that my list come up, I also have to mention M&M Engineering, who are providing our barriers.
Sweet.
As well as the Triathlon Association.
All right, so we've got these folks to say thank you you guys so very much. Yes. This is for a worthy cause, man. When I say worthy cause, I mean health and lifestyle.
Absolutely.
Excellent. Kaya, thank you, man.
Promoting
thank you.
togetherness. Thank you guys as well.
I gotta tell you what, the next time we get Kaya on here, we're going to talk about her career.
I want to talk about her workout routine. I want to know what Kaya does when she gets up in the morning, and then how she jack up afterwards, and then what she eats.
All right,
you
cool.
Eat?
Food.
I know.
There you go.
What kind of food?
Hey, we got to take a break. When we come back, of course, we'll be wrapping things up. We also have a birthday shout out. Whose birthday is it?
You have a list again?
We'll tell you when we come back. We'll take a break.
The Mega Progressive Jackpot is not $113 to $145. All that cash can change your life, so make sure you don't miss your chance to win it. Purchase your Mega Bingo tickets at the nearest outlet and tune into the next live show, airing this Saturday, September 24th on Channel 5 and Love FM. You can also tune in live on Facebook and YouTube by searching for Belize Mega Bingo. More ways to play make it easier to get in the game and win. So don't miss your opportunity to get your hands on all that cash. And remember, Mega Bingo is the game.
Your life just got a lot less complicated with Belize Bank Contactless MasterCard Debit Card. Introducing our Standard Debit and MasterCard Platinum Debit Cards. Now you can make purchases anywhere MasterCard is accepted with one tap, pay and go. Your contactless card never has to leave your hands, especially in these times. And your card is embedded with multiple layers of security. Platinum card holders get to enjoy extra benefits like price protection, purchase protection, trip inconvenience, and luggage protection, just to name a few. Start enjoying a cashless lifestyle today with the Belize Bank.
¿Qué es Amnistía 2022? Una oportunidad para los inmigrantes indocumentados que viven en Belice. Belice quiere ayudarte a vivir libremente y continuar contribuyendo a las comunidades que usted y su familia ahora llaman su hogar, al ofrecer un camino hacia la residencia permanente. ¿Por qué debería aplicar? Al hacerlo, elimina barreras y reduce las dificultades que enfrenta viviendo como inmigrante indocumentado. Aplicar es fácil. Visita el sitio web www.immigration.gov.bz para obtener más información. Puede verificar si califica, cómo presentar una solicitud, qué documentos necesita y cómo hacer una cita. Prepárate, el plazo de inscripción será del 2 de agosto al 30 de noviembre 2022. Amnistía de Belice 2022. Continuemos construyendo Belice juntos.
If you have a baby on the way, here is what you need to know about maternity benefit. It includes both an allowance for 14 weeks and a grant, which is a lump sum of $300. The basic requirements are: you must be employed, you must have at least 50 paid contributions, and you must have continuous contributions leading up to delivery. To apply, a licensed doctor certifies the expected date of delivery. The employer completes the salaries record. Submit your completed claim form as soon as possible. After giving birth, submit your continuation claim no later than 3 weeks after delivery. If the mother does not qualify, the father of the child may qualify for the maternity grant. Want to know more about maternity benefit or grant? Visit our website or contact any of our offices to have someone assist you. Also, be sure to visit our Facebook page and give us a like to stay informed. Social Security Board, safeguarding you, your family, your future.
Make your summer better. Over $35,000 in cash and prizes with Smart Summer Sweepstakes. Here's how you can enter for a chance to win. Purchase any device, sign up for a smart postpaid, broadband, or VoIP plan, use $50 or more regular prepaid credit, do a SIM swap, or text to the short code. You win 8946. And in the body of the message, enter the number of entries you would like to purchase. Each entry costs only 50 cents.
Don't waste any time. You can be the winner of weekly prizes starting July 1st. All methods give you more chances to win. Airline tickets, overnight stays at numerous resorts, cash prizes, gift certificates, and much, much more. One lucky person will win the grand prize of a $10,000 shopping spree courtesy Court and Smart.
Promotion ends September 16, 2022. So make your summer better by getting in the race to win with Smart Summer Sweepstakes. Smart, bringing people together.
And we're back. Just like that, we're back.
Fun Friday.
It's a fun Friday indeed, and I had a great time, man. Great conversations to kick the morning off. You know, I appreciate that morning conversation in terms of providing to you what could be your starter for conversations with your peer in your office, in your vehicles, at your homes. I really and truly appreciate that because it is healthy. Venting is one of the things that we need to learn to continue to do. You have to vent, man.
Yeah.
Your house must have windows, and you open those windows so you get fresh air in. That's the same thing like having a conversation. And I'm so glad that we always get to start our morning right like that.
I appreciate the fact that the viewers join us, and I appreciate it. Sometimes I go back and I look at the comments on Facebook, and they talk to us.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't talk to you all the time, but I appreciate that they're interacting with us virtually in that space, and they also want to continue having this conversation.
Indeed. So we got things started with Grace and you. Look, I got my lunch already.
Hey, don't pack. They pack it in a nice Chun package for John. They spile John this morning.
Hello.
And so he have his chow mein, his lunch and meat
chicken lunch and meat
chow mein with all the veggies and rich.
Watch my faces, you know, that kind of worry about my chow mein, everything set, everything
I think
set.
they get two.
They got. We know how it is. We know how it is. We're so thankful to the folks here at Grace, to Tyler and Naidi for providing us with a great recipe this morning. Quick, fast, and easy.
Yeah.
Quick, fast, and
15
easy.
minutes.
Something that the entire family could actually do. We're so thankful as well to the representatives from the Ministry of Health and Wellness. They've got this Soca Walk and Socathon walk and run activity.
Nobody has the walk and run. Everybody want to dance and move and making their way to the finish line.
You need to have a Punta Rakathon.
Oh, that how you come out?
Yeah.
You and the wine.
I need to say, hey, look, I'll tell you what, man. Griga, set it up.
All right.
Set it up.
Please, if that happens and John comes, you need to get that part tape. You need to send that to Channel 5 so that we can play it over and over.
And trust me, if I should go, April will go too. So make sure you've got those cameras ready. But it's going to be a great time. It starts tomorrow morning.
Yes.
It starts tomorrow morning at the Digipark. And they'll be making that, they'll be soca-thonning all the way to the 4th Street Tourism Village. And then they'll be coming back soca-thonning again.
To Digi, yes.
So that's what's going to happen
Try to be
tomorrow.
there at 5:30. It starts at 6. And you know how Miss Rosita go? When she says 6, she did left 6.
And she said rain or shine. All right.
Yes.
And also it's free to be a part of it. No registration or whatnot. They'll be having some incentives as well. And it's going to be a great time, man. Take the family out.
I think it's going to be a great time. And then, of course, following Saturday's events, Sunday, the Belize City Council, along with the National Sports Council, is hosting the half marathon here in Belize City.
Wait, that one, there is a registration for it. It's $30 per person who want to be a part of it. But half marathon is actually 13.1 miles. Yeah. And it's actually a competition. So not a race.
And the prize winner gets $1,000. Yep. And if there's a female winner or male winner, they get
male winner.
There will be prizes for those that compete at a personal best. They'll have the 10K and the 5K as well. So come on out. There'll be prizes on prizes, and of course, it's a great way to have community engagement with those in the city and outside, because we'll have international runners as well.
That's right. So stay in shape and try to live a healthy and a better lifestyle.
Absolutely.
But I'll tell you what, we need to wrap things up. Oh, we've got a birthday shout.
You have a list?
And April man.
It's important that I ask you this, because when John have a list, I sit up
and then
I just wait.
We want to say a big, big happy birthday to none other than Patrice Young. Happy birthday to you from the entire family. Patrice's birthday is going to be on, that's tomorrow.
Yes, the 24th.
Man, you know what happened when our birthday land on a Saturday?
Turn up.
Turn up. Patrice, happy birthday to you, my brother. From your entire family, wishing you all the very, very best.
Awesome.
All right? If you've got any birthdays, shout out. If you've got question, concerns, you could drop us a line at oie@channel5belize.com.
And of course, you can catch our live stream on Facebook at Open Your Eyes BZ, and all of our highlights on today's show on Instagram at OYE Belize.
And you could always join us again
Monday,
yeah. You could join us again on Monday when you open your eyes.
And you start your morning, right?
As per usual, keep your eyes, your mind,
and your hearts open.
We're going to see you soon. It's a weekend, Belize. There's a storm out there. Let's continue to keep a close watch on that. It's a Friday. It's a great day to be. Great. Continue to be great. Continue to share love. Because when you share love, it comes right back at you. All right? Have a great weekend, Belize. Bye.
Bye.
Open Your Eyes was brought to you by the Belize Bank. Our country, your bank.